everyone. This week's topic is on breakfast for bariatric patients. So I've been eating pretty much the same thing for years, for breakfast. I mean, if you're not a breakfast person, then you might just want to skip this video. But this is just what I eat and how I prepare it. And I will put the recipe in the comments and then I'll write down like how I cook it and stuff like that. So the first thing what I do is I eat egg whites. These I get from Sam's Club, and you can get them from, Costco. You can get them from, anywhere, but it has like 20, for 3 tablespoons, it has 20 calories, it has 0 grams of carbs, and it has the 3 grams of protein. So, which is pretty good. So what I do with how I cook this is, it depends on if if I have to travel for work, or I kind of, because I hate wasting food. So, if food's so expensive. So like if I'm not traveling for work, I'll make 2 of these cartons. And if I'm just traveling for work and stuff like that, then I'll just do 1. So what I do is I use a lasagna pan, and then I grease it up with coconut oil. And then I pour 2 of these in there. And what I do is I put the oven at 300, and then you got to constantly watch it, Russ, and because you got to keep stirring it, because it cooks fast. So usually like 15 to 20 minutes it starts to cook, and you stir it up, and that makes it nice and fluffy. So, and then what I do is I eat 2 of these. They're chicken sausages. I mean, I try to stay away from sausages that have pork casing. You got to be careful. I'll eat like boar's head. They don't have, pork casings and stuff like that. But this one is the chicken. This is chicken and apple. And this one, it's got, for 2 links, it's got 6 grams of protein, and it's got, the calories, I think, are like 120. I'm like, I can't be perfect. I can't remember, but I know it's like for 2 links, it's like 120 calories. So what I do is I bake my eggs, and then I put them in little containers. And then in the morning, all I do is just grab a container, throw it in the microwave with the 2 sausages. And then I cook it for about a minute. And then I do use for flavoring. I mean, everybody has weird, crazy taste. I don't know. Lately, I've been just craving this, but I put a spinach artichoke dip in there. And for 2 tablespoons, it's got 80 calories, and it's only got 2 grams of carbs. So it's really not that bad. So at least I'm getting some vegetables too. So that's what I eat for breakfast. I will put the recipe and how I make it. And then sometimes I do use this frozen spinach. So what I do is I just let that thaw out, and then once it's thawed out, I just kind of take a paper towel and I squeeze it, and then you squeeze it again, because you don't want to have green eggs, and so, and it does make a difference. You put it in the eggs while you're make sure you're stirring them, but you don't have green eggs if because sometimes you get all that juice and stuff like that. So, but that's what I eat for breakfast, and that's a high, as much as I can. It's quick and fast, and you put it in containers. It's up to you. Sometimes you can just put it in 1 container and then scoop out 3 tablespoons, and it depends on how hungry you are. I mean, I try to kind of keep my calories, I'm trying to, keep my calories up, but overall, that's an easy breakfast, and it doesn't give you any kind of any dumping syndrome or anything like that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.